It took my eyes. Creature, what is your name? Alright, this is very silly. What the hell are we doing? Well, hello there, and welcome in. It's time for another spooky James game. We'll get right into it right after you like and subscribe. The game we're tackling today is one of James's older games called Via Negativa. And, you know, I know it's one of the earlier games, but it already looks fucking fantastic, so let's go. So it said press W to proceed, or God is up on the road ahead. It took my eyes. Oh. I know it had a lot to do with religion. Alright. Several religions, it looks like. I know James has some kind of fascination with theology. And I don't know a lot about it, so it's very interesting to me. What will you give? Eyes, legs, ears, brain, or heart? I kind of like my eyes in this. I guess I'll give my ears first. Like, I don't know what I would do in a real situation, but like I like the visuals here. But I also like the audio. I'll give my heart. Who needs it anyway? You perish without your heart. Fuck. Alright, let's try that again. Let's try that again. Is it gonna be the exact same? Looks like it will. So he has no eyes, the other one had no tongue. So we need our brain and our heart, I'm pretty sure, to function. We need our eyes to see. We need our legs to move forward. So really, ears seem like the only viable option here. So, as expected. No more audio. It's kind of awkward. Kind of like the song. What's next, though? Can we even hear these people? We can. It gives and it takes. What is to be done? Interesting. Like, I feel like this is a big analogy for religion in general, maybe. I don't know. I'm really not smart enough to make any... Is he coming back? He's coming back. He wants more. What do you want from me now? Oh my god. I feel like eyes is the only option, but I want to see what's going on. Since this is a Let's Play, so... Legs? Oh, we are much slower now, it seems. That's fine. That's fine. See how simple the visuals are. Like, not simple, I mean... It's only like 3 images, right? That parallax in front of each other. Yet it looks so good. Sometimes it's all it takes. The best evidence of God is its absence. What is it? What do I take away from that? What do I take away from that? I don't really see the logic in that. But then again, I am some kind of heathen. So here we go, another pop-up from God. So now our choices are become... Ah, now we give everything. Okay. Death is unity with everything. Press enter to end the game. Alright, that was way shorter than I thought. So I guess we're doing several James's games. I downloaded a couple of his early ones, so... This was part 1. I didn't know these games would be so short, so I decided to add some details about these games so we can learn a bit more about their place in the mythical James timeline. So the first one is called Via Negativa, and it was the 4th game, as far as I can tell, that James ever made. And it came out in 2018. I think it's also the first game where you see what his future style is going to be like. Apparently this game was made when James was feeling depression and was experiencing deep thoughts about religion and the emptiness of it all. His words. So that gives it an extra layer, in my opinion. The second game we're playing is called Terror of Cyber Riker, and it's, as far as I can tell again, the first game that James ever released. It was made for a game jam. It came out in 2016, and it's a little rough, but very creative. As always. I'm gonna warn you, the other games I downloaded seem kind of silly. It feels like early stuff. But I was curious, and I bet I'm not the only one, so here we go. In the year of 2177, giant bomb fans attempt to construct a replication of one of Dan Reichert's consciousness via advances in quantum computing. It proves to be a costly error. The AI known as Cyber Riker is wreaking havoc on everything he deems nerd shit, destroying cyberspace from the inside out. You must destroy the rogue program before he destroys the internet itself. Okay, here we go. Alright, this is very silly. This feels like a very early game. But still, let's analyze this. What I see here... You win. Consumed by Cyber Riker. What I see here is already like the psychedelic, insane creativity that in his later games will be what make me love him. I think this game is just over now. I know this was for a game jam. Alright, that was insane. Next one. The third game of today is called Matt Rory Simulator, and I think it is the second game James ever publicly released. I couldn't find any information about it, except for that it released in 2017, a year after the previous game, and it has something to do with Matt Rory. Yeah, I couldn't find why he made this, except for that it was for a game jam. I couldn't find out what the meaning is, but maybe somebody else knows. Maybe somebody who was around at the time. Enjoy! Right, the next game is called Matt Rory Simulator. I had to Google who that is. Apparently he used to be a GameStop editor. I really know very little about these kinds of things, but apparently James was passionate about Matt in a way that he wanted to make a game about him. And this might be even sillier than the last one. Let's find out. Left click to suck in puppies. You can only suck in so many before Rory's mouth fills up. Right click to chomp the puppies. This will clear your mouth and add to your score. There is a multiplier power up that spawns randomly. If you suck that up, it will increase the rate at which the puppies spawn. Thank you for playing my game, James. This is an entirely different James. I don't know what happened somewhere down the line of his career, but I hope James was okay back then. Oh my fucking god. What the hell are we doing? What the hell are we doing? I chomped up the puppies? Why are we eating puppies? What's the lore here? What's the deeper meaning? What does it mean, James? James! I want to commentate. Don't get me wrong. I just don't know what's going on. What do I say here? Am I winning? I kind of feel like I'm winning. Beautiful art, though, and the music. Incredible. I am at a loss. I am eating so many puppies, but I don't know why. Can somebody in the comments tell me what the lore is here? Was this a meme at some point? To play a game by my favorite developer of indie games, of highbrow cultured shit. Alright, that was an interesting look into what James did before he did James things. The fourth and final game by James we're gonna play is the third one he ever released publicly that I can see. It was made in the same year as Via Negativa in 2018. It's called A Dungeon. That is all. I'd gone into those dreaded halls to seek treasure, but alas, I found myself lost. My heart longs to see my doting wife and newborn child again. Press enter to continue, then hold P. If your heart fails out, surely you will perish. I see the heart it's like fading. My sweetums. The twists and turns are too much. My sweet apricot blooms. Oh, my sweethearts. So I use my little bird. So I use this picture of my family to counteract the loneliness and sadness of being lost in a dungeon. You can see the heart like fading. Oh, my sweethearts. Suddenly and without warning, a horrible creature came down the hall from the opposite side. I knew I had two choices to get by him. Oh? Always talk first. Creature, what is your name? Do you know of a way out of this horrible place? Oh my. I love the character art. No idea. Negotiations failed. I did not understand his barbarous tongue. I knew I had only one choice left. I don't want to kill him. Look at him. But fine. I struck the beast dead. It lay slain on the floor, but then I spied something clutched in its evil claws. I am the true monster here. Despair. Alright, that's that. I kind of like that. You can see it progression here. The first two games looked like experiments, and the last two games are more intent. They have more intent behind them. Alright, I got a lot to say, so sit back. Matt Rory Simulator, as well as The Terror of Cyber Riker, were just Game Jam games. Probably some of his first attempts at making a game. Like, looking at it through a lens of somebody that barely made any games or has little experience, you can see the creativity, at least. There were short experiences, experiments probably. He was just kicking tires. Honestly, I've played worse. I kind of even enjoyed them. Via Negativa, already in the territory of fine art. The other two, not so much. But hey, now we know. I'm planning on working through all of James's games, and I just felt like starting at the start. And this is what you get. And it's all up from here. So keep an eye on the channel. Thank you so much for watching. And I hope to see you again in the next video, which I promise will be a lot more spooky.